Hey, hey, welcome. Welcome to the 25th anniversary of Quake. This is just going to be kind of a quick little playthrough here. Just wanted to do this for the 25th anniversary because how many chances do you get for that? This is my new video game channel. Not sure how many people will see this. Not sure how big this channel will get. It's kind of still experimenting. This was from a company, Requiem Collectibles, that I started last year. I sell collectibles and all sorts of stuff, and I decided to make a YouTube channel. And this is to do with video games and comics and all sorts of stuff that involves, I don't know, I guess just fun game, toy, media type stuff. And this is some old school Quake. I'm gonna play it just like the old days. This is, as you can see, I'm running in software mode. I'm not doing the 3D rendering. I can't believe I forgot what it's called right now. OpenGL. And I just kind of want to do a quick run through and show you this old school stuff. Maybe for new players who haven't been around when this was and are curious, and for old school players as well. This is so classic. I mean, check it out. Look at those 3D flames. Video games don't do that anymore. Look at that. Everything about this is hilarious. I'm going to go to normal difficulty. Look at these old school graphics. It's just like Doom, you know. And Quake is something that pretty much tore apart ID Software as we knew it back in the day. Doom was one of the most influential games of all time, and still is. I definitely want to, I guess, talk about Quake and all the old school stuff as I play through this to give people an idea of what it was like. And look at this. This was the culmination and peak of the old school id video games back in the day. And id Software, everything from Commander Keen to Doom to Quake and beyond, really. You know, it's changed quite a bit since time went on, and Doom is not quite the same Doom as I remember. It's still pretty cool, but it's not exactly the same experience, and I wouldn't expect it to. Sometimes it doesn't quite feel like Doom, but what can you say? Nothing beats the old school Doom. I'll do some videos about that too. And they got the dogs. And if you look at the animation, you'll notice how they have, it almost seems very stiff because this entirely 3D polygon kind of implementation was brand new at the time. They were pretty much pioneers and innovators. If you could see their animations look kind of jerky because there's only so many frames they could put in at a time and have it run smooth, you know. And this just brings back so many memories. You know, 3D was so new that they didn't even have a way to do it on the mouse naturally like they do now. Like you have to hold down a button in order to look around. See, this is me looking around normally with the mouse. In order for me to look up and down and all around, I have to hold down one of the mouse buttons, which is funny. Something I'm used to. I mean, I grew up on this stuff. I know a lot of people that are newer to gaming or kind of younger might feel kind of awkward about this, but this is just like second nature, especially with the mouse I have. I have a mouse where there's a button right on the thumb, so I can just hold it down and squeeze the mouse whenever I want to. I forget how to get up there. And just look at the way everything's designed. I mean, these levels when they first came out were mind-blowing because, for one, you never really saw things above other things. You know, there was a ceiling and there was a floor, and in between there was no things that were stacked on top of each other, no multiple levels. You know, and what's funny about this game too is they almost took a step back in some aspects, like in Doom, where you had to push the buttons. And this, you just kind of walk up to it and it automatically pushes. But you can also shoot on walls that have buttons on there. And all this was so brand new. The lighting. You know, Doom was one of the first games to really have crazy lighting. And that's something that John Carmack always had a knack for. When it comes to like implementing actual physics and the way things work into video games, John Carmack was a wizard. He was an absolute genius in these old school games. You know, his mind just works like nobody else's. It's really amazing. And the first time you were able to really go underwater in a video game, you know, this is 1996, so I think this was right before Duke Nukem came out, where you can actually go underwater. Might have been a year before, to be honest, and they were still using, you know, modified Doom engine here. So there's all sorts of stuff. There's the poison water. You can actually drown in this. There's so many aspects to this game. It's really cool. You know, and it makes you want to explore. You know, this is one of the games that really push the exploration. You know? There really was nothing like it. And there's always, you know, little secrets and stuff too. Like, look at this. You can go around. I missed this before. Found a secret area, and that's always rewarding too, you know, whenever you find a secret spot and that takes you back. It really kind of encourages you to check everything out that they did, which was, I think, you know, intentional too, because they want to make sure that you're checking out all the levels and stuff for all the things they've done. Like I said, there's so much cool stuff with these old games. And the levels are relatively small compared to, you know, the newer games that are all out, because there was only so much they could do. You know, with all the memory and space that you could fit onto on a computer, just in general, using the memory and the RAM. You know, there's only so much you could do back in the day, because not everyone would be able to play it, and you'd have to have so many loading spots. You know, today people, you know, they kind of take everything for granted, how things were. You know, like how quick did it take me just to get right back to this spot? You know, I was just talking about. You know, the secrets everywhere. There's the exit already, see? So it's a super short level. And that's one of the things that makes you kind of want to explore too, all the little secrets and stuff. If there was one thing I loved in video games, it definitely was, you know, the secrets that the original Doom had. That really got me going to figure things out. So many cool things and aspects, you know. Let's try to do this again. Can I make it there? Come on. There we go. Made it. That's how I get up there, see? A lot of these things, you know, and then you get your health back. So this game really was meant for like exploring and checking stuff out. So this is the first level. Really quick, really simple. You know, this is one of those levels that's ingrained in people's heads, you know, from playing. And as you can see, look up there. I only got 2 out of the 6 secrets. Only took about 5 minutes because it was about 2 minutes for the prior level. I got all the kills, so and then it starts you off. It introduces you to another brand new guy right off the bat.